Welcome to the Talking Zoo. Today we're bringing you the ultimate jungle adventure, where the strongest animals battle, learn, and discover the power of friendship. From lions and tigers to elephants and rhinos, get ready for wild lessons and jungle fun. Let's jump right in.
Three, two, one.
Children, what happens when two of the strongest animals in the jungle both want the same thing? Well, one day Ellie the Elephant and Rocco the Rhinoceros found out, and it turned into a challenge the whole jungle would never forget. Morning in the jungle clearing, the jungle wakes up. Parrots squawk, monkeys chatter, sunlight breaks through tall trees. Ellie the Elephant loved playing near the waterhole. She splashed happily, cooling her ears. Just then, she spotted a shiny golden fruit hanging from the tallest tree nearby. Ellie, curious. "Oh, that looks yummy." But from the other side of the clearing stomped Rocco the Rhinoceros, strong and proud. Rocco, snorting. "Hey, I saw that fruit first." Both stared at the glowing golden fruit. Neither wanted to give up. The standoff begins. Ellie flaps her ears. Rocco paws the ground. The jungle animals gathered. Monkeys swung down, parrots perched, even turtles peeked out of the pond. Everyone whispered, who would win, the mighty elephant or the powerful rhino? Ellie, trumpeting. "Let's see who's stronger." Rocco, snorting. Yes, a jungle challenge. The tug of strength wide shot. Ellie and Rocco tie a thick jungle vine between them. They pulled and tugged back and forth. The ground shook, dust swirled, monkeys cheered, but the vine snapped. Both Ellie and Rocco tumbled back into the mud. Ellie, laughing. "Oops." Rocco, chuckling. "Well, that didn't work." The crowd giggled. At the pond's edge, Ellie and Rocco face each other. Next, they tried pushing each other near the waterhole. Rocco dug in with his horn. Ellie leaned with her trunk. Splash! Both slipped into the pond, sending water everywhere. Monkeys, cheering. "Yay! More splashes!" Ellie and Rocco looked at each other, dripping wet, then burst out laughing. The realization golden fruit still hanging in the tree, untouched. Birds chirp. Ellie lifted Rocco with her strong trunk, and Rocco steadied Ellie with his sturdy back. Together, they reached the golden fruit. Ellie, smiling. "See? We're stronger together." Rocco, grinning. "Agreed," friends share. They split the fruit, giving bites to the monkeys, parrots, turtles, and everyone watching. Evening celebration sunset paints the jungle orange. The animals dance and munch fruit under fireflies. That night, the jungle was full of joy. Ellie and Rocco learned something big. Fighting only makes you tired, but teamwork makes everyone stronger. Ellie, happy sigh. "Best fruit ever." Rocco, nodding. "Because we shared it." Strength is not about who wins the fight. It's about how friends can work together to make the jungle shine brighter.
Three, two, one.
Children, have you ever wondered what happens when the jungle animals build their very own arena for the biggest challenge ever? Well, this is the story of Bruno the brave bull and the great arena. The arena in the jungle. A giant clearing where the animals have built a round arena with bamboo fences, flags made from banana leaves, and vines strung like decorations. One morning, the animals gathered in the great jungle arena. It was time for the first ever jungle games. And the biggest event? The Bull Challenge. Monkeys bounced with excitement, elephants blew their trumpets, and parrots shouted. Parrots, chanting, "Bruno, Bruno, Toro, Toro." Bruno, calm and strong, entered proudly. Toro, the boastful bull, stamped his hooves, eager to prove he was the mightiest. Vines hanging, logs rolling, and mud pits lined up inside the arena. The first challenge was the obstacle run. Toro dashed first, fast, but reckless. He slipped in the mud and splashed everywhere. The monkeys laughed and clapped. Bruno moved slower but steadier, leaping logs, weaving through vines, never losing balance. "I'll judge," calling. Winner of round one, Bruno. A giant rope made of twisted vines stretched across the arena. Animals drum in rhythm. Next came the tug of strength. Bruno and Toro pulled with all their might. Dust rose, muscles strained. At first Toro pulled ahead, but Bruno dug deep, thinking not just of himself, but of his friends cheering him on. With one final heave, Bruno pulled the flag to his side. The crowd erupted with cheers. A small deer wandered into the arena, frightened by the noise. Suddenly, a little deer stumbled inside, trembling. Toro snorted impatiently. "Toro, out of the way, tiny one." But Bruno lowered his head gently and guided the deer back to safety, nuzzling it kindly. The crowd gasped, then cheered louder than ever. Parrots, excited. Bruno is strong and kind. A giant smooth stone in the middle of the arena, glowing in the sunlight. The final test was the hardest, lifting the great stone of strength. Toro shoved and pushed, but the stone barely budged. Bruno stepped forward calmly. Instead of pushing alone, he called the elephants and monkeys. Together, they heaved the stone high into the air. Bruno, true strength is not just in muscles, but in teamwork. Arena glowing with torches, animals dancing and cheering. That night, the arena sparkled with joy. Toro learned humility, Bruno became the hero, and all the animals celebrated the jungle games. Real victory is not about beating others, but about helping and inspiring them.
Three, two, one.
Children, what happens when two powerful animals want the same place to live? That's exactly what happened when Rohan the Tiger and Kalu the Crocodile fought for the Great Jungle River. The peaceful river. It was a hot summer day in the jungle. The river glistened under the golden sun, and animals from every corner of the forest came to drink. Deer bent their heads gracefully, parrots splashed playfully, and monkeys swung down to scoop water in their tiny hands. Among them came Rohan the Tiger, strong, fierce, and proud. He dipped his paw into the river and felt the cool water ripple. Rohan, satisfied. This river will be mine. A perfect hunting ground, a perfect place to rule. But just as he lowered his head to drink, a deep splash echoed. The water churned, bubbles rose, and suddenly, Kalu the Crocodile emerged, eyes glinting like green fire. Kalu, growling, "This river belongs to me. I was here long before you, Tiger." The animals nearby scattered in fear. Two kings had spoken, and the jungle held its breath. Rohan roared, his claws digging into the earth. Kalu snapped his massive jaws, sending water flying. The tiger was the master of the land, fast and powerful. The crocodile was king of the water, strong and merciless. Both refused to back down. Rohan leapt forward, swiping his paw, barely missing Kalu's snout. Kalu lunged, jaws clamping shut with a thunderous snap. The river shook with their battle. The dangerous struggle. Rohan chased Kalu near the muddy bank, but his paws slipped. For a moment, the tiger stumbled and Kalu lunged again, teeth flashing. Rohan rolled aside just in time, striking with his claws, forcing Kalu back into the river. Both panted heavily, neither willing to surrender. But while they fought each other, neither noticed the storm creeping in. The unexpected danger. Dark clouds rolled above. A crack of thunder split the sky. Rain poured, heavy and wild. The calm river turned into a raging flood. The water rose quickly, sweeping branches and logs downstream. Rohan tried to retreat, but the ground beneath him collapsed into the current. He roared, clinging to a half-broken tree. Meanwhile, Kalu was caught in swirling debris, vines tangling around his legs. He thrashed, his powerful tail smacking the water, but the vines pulled tighter. Kalu, desperate. "Help! I can't breathe." Rohan looked at him. For a moment, he thought of leaving his rival to the flood. But then, deep inside, he knew the truth. Rohan, firm. "If I let him drown, what kind of king would I be?" With a mighty leap, Rohan plunged into the water. The current fought him, but he pushed through, biting into the vines holding Kalu. He tugged and tore until at last, snap, the vines broke free. Together, the tiger and crocodile struggled back to the bank, collapsing side by side, gasping for breath. Kalu, panting, "You saved me? After all our fighting?" Rohan calmly. "The river is big enough for both of us. Fighting almost cost us everything." The storm faded. The sun rose, golden light sparkling on the now calm river. Deer returned to drink, monkeys chattered from branches, and parrots swooped low with cheerful squawks. Rohan drank on one side of the riverbank. Kalu rested peacefully in the water on the other. Neither fought, neither claimed ownership. From that day on, the tiger and crocodile shared the river. They had learned that survival was worth more than pride, and peace was stronger than power. Rohan, smiling. Perhaps this river doesn't belong to me, or to you. It belongs to the jungle. Kalu, nodding slowly. And as long as we share it, the jungle will live. Fighting for power can blind us, but sometimes sharing brings true strength.
Three, two, one.
Children, what would you do if two lions wanted to be the king of the same jungle? That's what happened when Leo the brave lion met Sher Khan, the fierce lion, one hot afternoon by the river. The jungle gathering golden sunlight through the trees, animals gather near the river. Leo the lion was kind and strong. All the jungle animals trusted him to keep peace. But one day, a new lion arrived, Sher Khan, big and proud, with a roar that shook the trees. Sher Khan, loud. This jungle should be mine. Leo, firm but calm. We don't need to fight. There's enough for everyone. But the animals gasped. Sher Khan refused to listen. The roar challenged two lions on opposite sides of the riverbank. To prove his strength, Sher Khan challenged Leo to a roaring contest. The ground trembled as Sher Khan's roar thundered across the jungle. But when Leo roared, it wasn't just loud, it was steady and filled with courage. Elephant trumpets, monkeys cheer. Monkey, excited. Leo's roar makes us feel safe. The test of strength. Leo and Sher Khan circle each other in the tall grass. Sher Khan lunged forward with sharp claws, but Leo was faster. He dodged, rolled, and stood tall. He didn't want to hurt Sher Khan, only to show his true strength came from protecting, not attacking. Sher Khan growling, "Why don't you fight me?" Leo, calm, strong. Because real kings don't fight their own family of animals. They protect them. The big danger suddenly, a rumble. Rocks tumbled down a hill. Just then a rock slide crashed near the riverbank. A young deer was trapped. Without thinking, Leo rushed forward, using his strong shoulders to push a heavy boulder aside. Sher Khan froze, watching in shock as Leo freed the frightened deer. Deer, grateful, trembling. "Thank you, Leo." Sher Khan learns the animals surround Leo, cheering. Sher Khan lowered his head. He realized strength wasn't about fighting, but about helping. Sher Khan, softly. "Leo, you are the true king. Not because you're the strongest, but because you care for everyone." Leo, smiling. "Then let's share this jungle. Together, we can protect it." The animals roared and cheered. Two lions, not enemies, but leaders side by side. Celebration and lesson twilight sky, drums beating, animals dancing in joy. That night, the jungle glowed with happiness. Leo and Sher Khan sat together under the stars. From that day on, the jungle had not one, but two guardians. Leo, yawning, content. Strength is nothing without kindness. Sher Khan, smiling. And kindness makes you stronger. True strength is not in fighting, it's in protecting and caring for others.
Three, two, one.
Children, what happens when the king of the jungle is challenged by someone who thinks they should be in charge? Well, one day Leo the lion had to find out, when a mighty python slithered into his jungle. Stay with me, because what happened next shook the whole forest. The sun peaks over tall trees. Birds fly across the orange sky. Monkeys chatter, parrots squawk, and the jungle slowly wakes. Leo the lion stood tall on a rocky ledge, his mane glowing golden in the sunlight. He lifted his head and let out a mighty roar. Leo loved protecting the jungle. His roar was a promise that all animals were safe. But then, a strange sound echoed back. From the shadows, Sura the Python slid into view, scales shining like polished stone. Sura, challenging. "Your roar doesn't scare me, Leo. The jungle belongs to me now." The animals gasped. Even the parrot stopped squawking. Leo, firm, calm. "This jungle belongs to everyone. I won't let you take it." The animals gather nervously. Miko the monkey, Finn the deer, and colorful birds perch on branches, whispering. The jungle had always respected Leo as their protector. But Sura was stronger than any snake they had seen. Miko the monkey, worried. "Be careful, Leo. Sura can squeeze trees in half." Finn the deer, trembling. "What if Leo loses his roar?" Leo stepped forward, paws steady, eyes locked on Sura. Leo, determined. "If it's a fight you want, then I'll fight. But know this, I fight not for power. I fight for the jungle." The animals held their breath. The duel was about to begin. The clash. The clearing shakes as Leo charges. Sura coils tightly around a fallen log, then lunges. The battle shook the forest. Sura tried to wrap her coils around Leo's legs, but Leo leapt aside. His paws slammed the ground, sending dust flying. Leo, growling. "You won't trap me that easily," Sura hissed and struck again, teeth snapping close to Leo's mane. Leo clawed at the ground, dodging and swiping with his powerful paws. Up in the trees, Miko shouted, "Come on, Leo! You can do it!" But the more they fought, the tighter Sura's coils wrapped. Leo struggled, his muscles straining. The jungle grew silent, waiting to see who would win. Near the riverbank, water rushing fast. Leo stumbled, Sura lunging to coil around him again. Sura thought she had him. She squeezed harder and harder, until Leo's paws scraped against the rocks by the river. Leo's eyes blazed. He knew this was his only chance. Leo, roaring with all his might. Roar! The ground trembled, trees shook, and birds took flight. The roar startled Sura so much that she loosened her coils. A huge splash of water from the river surged forward, forcing Sura back. Sura, hissing angrily. "Your roar is too strong. This jungle is yours, Leo." She slithered into the shadows, defeated. The jungle burst into sound. Monkeys cheered, parrots squawked joyfully, deer stomped their hooves. Miko swung from a vine, landing near Leo. Miko, cheering. "You did it, Leo! You saved us!" Finn the deer bowed his head. Finn, smiling. "We always knew your roar was more than just noise. It protects us all." Leo stood tall, his mane glowing in the sunset, but instead of roaring again, he gave a gentle smile. "Leo, I don't roar to be the strongest. I roar to keep the jungle safe." Moonlight glows through the trees. Fireflies dance around as the animals settle on soft moss. The jungle is calm and peaceful once again. That night, the animals gathered under the stars. The jungle was safe because Leo chose to fight not for pride, but for protection. Leo lay on the grass, eyes soft, mane glowing silver in the moonlight. Miko curled nearby, whispering, "Miko, you're not just the king of the jungle, you're our protector." Leo, soft, smiling. "And that's all I ever want to be." And so, the king of the jungle learned that true strength isn't about proving you're the best. Real strength is not about fighting for power, but standing up to protect others.
Three, two, one.
Children, have you ever had a friend who just won't stop talking? Well, Milo the monkey thought he could sneak a snack today, but his best friend Pippa the parrot just couldn't keep quiet. Jungle morning surprise. Sunlight beams through the tall jungle canopy, vines swaying, monkeys swinging in the distance. Milo the monkey spotted a bunch of golden bananas dangling high on a tree. His tummy rumbled. "Milo, perfect, a secret snack for me." Just then, Pippa the parrot swooped down, chattering loudly. Pippa, teasing. "Bananas, bananas, I see bananas. What's the monkey up to?" Milo, "Shoo, Pippa, you'll blow my cover." Milo tiptoeing, swinging tail, climbing vines with exaggerated sneaky movements. He reached for the banana bunch, but every time he moved, Pippa repeated it loudly like an echo. Milo, almost there. Pippa, mocking. Almost there ye. Milo slipped and spun around the vine like a corkscrew, landing in a pile of leaves. Milo, not funny. Pippa. Pippa, laughing. Squawk. Funniest thing I've ever seen. Milo chasing Pippa through the jungle, parrots flying overhead, monkeys watching. Pippa swooped low, snatched a banana from the bunch, and zoomed off. Pippa, banana thief, banana thief. Milo, hey, that's mine. A jungle clearing. Milo grabbed the banana's stem while Pippa clung to the other end with her beak. Milo, let go. Pippa. Pippa, MMPH. Mine too. With one last tug, the banana split in half. Milo and Pippa tumbled backward, both laughing so hard they forgot the fight. Jungle animals peeked out. Deer, rabbits, toucans, even the tiger. Curious, they gathered. Milo looked at Pippa, then at the crowd. Milo, why not share? Together, they handed out bananas. The whole clearing turned into a banana feast. Pippa, best idea you've had all day, banana boy? Milo, next time, less chatter, maybe. Sunset paints the jungle orange, animals resting happily after the feast. And so, Milo learned that even though Pippa's chatter drove him bananas, it also brought everyone together. Mischief turned into laughter, and laughter turned into friendship. Milo, bananas taste better when they come with giggles. Pippa, squawk, giggle bananas. Sometimes mischief makes a mess, but laughter and sharing can turn it into the best adventure. In the heart of the sun-baked savanna, where the grass once danced with the wind, now only dust remains. The rivers have dried. The trees whisper of thirst. Cracked grounds. A herd of 3 elephants follows behind a large, old elephant. Echo, the oldest of the elephants, walks with heavy steps. His tusks curve like branches of an old tree. Behind him, the herd follows, tired and desperately thirsty. The waterhole discovered. The elephants spot a patch of green, a shallow waterhole under fading acacia trees. Young elephant, hopeful. Water, Echo. I see water. The herd picks up speed, but stops as a shadow moves. But guarding the last drops is Rocco, the solitary rhino. His eyes narrow. His horn dips. Rocco, this water is mine. Leave now. The elephants freeze. Echo steps forward slowly, raising his trunk. Echo does not challenge with force. He knows that in times of drought, wisdom must lead, not fear. Rocco snorts, scrapes the ground. Dust rises. Tension thickens. Echo, calm but firm. We are thirsty as you are. We don't want to fight, but we must find a way. Rocco, there's nothing left to share. Echo turns away. The herd looks confused. He walks to a dry riverbed nearby. Echo remembers, long ago, water ran here. Where there's memory, there might still be hope. He begins digging with his tusks, deep into the earth. The ground cracks. Rocco watches, breathing heavily. A soft bubbling sound, water begins to rise. Echo, here. It's not much, but it's enough, for all of us. Rocco, quietly. I was wrong. From the smallest spring, a miracle spreads. Birds flutter down. Gazelles emerge from the brush. One by one, the savanna breathes again. A united savanna. The sun sets behind Echo and Rocco, standing side by side. When water is shared, so is peace. And in the heart of the savanna, hope returns, drop by precious drop. Echo gently nudges a calf forward to drink. Rocco lowers his horn in respect. The camera pans up to a painted sky full of stars.
And that's the end of our Wild Jungle adventures. If you love these stories, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Talking Zoo for more amazing animal tales every week. See you in the next adventure.